Boom, boom, boom. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are all having an amazing day. I actually just wanted to show you guys me covering profits on one of my last probably positions for the entire day. So this is one of the dip buys that I ended up doing right now for DGAS. As you guys can see, my total position, I just closed the position a little bit earlier on FRAC. Just like I called out, I did see some swing trade potential on this one. For all those that are part of the Learn Plan Profit Group, they were able to watch me trade live and see me cover profits close to and near to the resistance, almost exactly where it ended up getting rejected at, believe it or not. So $594.22 profit there. And then with you guys, I did a dip buy here after the natural gas report came off. Again, this was an entry that I was able to take. I'm actually going to sell. So buyers at 66.11. I'm gonna end up selling. Oh, there we go. So, wow. Okay, never mind. So there we go. Pushing up. Oh, filled. Wow. Okay. So, all right. Total profits. You guys can try to do the math if you guys want to. So it's $1,177.22 profit with $583 on what's it called, UGAS, and then with FRAC $594.22 profit. So I know that the thumbnail and the video as of right now says like $800 profit. This is because I'm going live and I'm showing you guys me trade, but I'll update the thumbnail and have it reflect what it is now. So altogether, I feel very comfortable with what it is that I sold it at. SMA indicator acted as a previous resistance as of yesterday. So yes, I do think that this thing can continue to push up. But again, that's not the most important part for me. What is important for me is to make sure that I understand where I'm buying, where I'm selling, where I, and to have an understanding that I'm getting a good deal. So not too sure if we have everyone tuning in. Justin, can you check? And provide the link to the live stream. I don't think the live stream link is provided. Yeah, I'm not too sure if. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the like the live stream. If you guys want to comment something, just let me know. So, first of all, I'm just gonna explain myself. So, why is it that I bought UGAS? Why is it that I bought UGAS? And how did I know that it was going to either sell off or push up, right? First of all, I did not know that UGAS or DGAS was going to push up or sell off. Excuse me. All I know is that I knew that a natural gas report was going to come out today after 1 hour after the market opens. This is something that we do every single week, week after week, especially if you're part of the Learn Plan Profit Group. And something that always happens is that when the natural gas report comes out, usually UGAS has been the one that has been extremely bullish. But for the past 2 weeks, such as this week and last week, DGAS has been the one that's been pushing up. So if we look at DGAS, which is the inverse ETF, you can see that there's a solid push up. We're watching this one literally down to the minute. So for all those that are part of Learn Plan Profit, you guys can go to our morning live chat library for those that weren't able to tune in and live and watch that. But what I was like, I could have tried to guess and be like, okay, well, based on previous patterns, DGAS last week pushed up, so maybe there's, natural gas isn't as bullish as we might expect it to be, so maybe it might push up again today. Yes, I can try to make that assumption, but it doesn't mean that it's gonna do it. There's a high form of guessing in that, right? Because there's not much data to go off of. When I was going and trading UGAS and holding it, or considering to hold it, when it had a consistent, just bullish pattern like week after week for almost like 5 months, there's a little bit more just of an understanding that, okay, well, if it's done it about 10 weeks in a row, then the possibility for it to do it again is obviously going to be a little bit greater, right? There's no question about that. But it was just last week that DGAS went up for almost the first time that I've been able to experience in the past 3 to 4 months. So, and it looks like now it's starting to reverse, right? And now UGAS is starting to sell off, and that's expected, right? There's a lot of consolidation. Obviously, if you guys look at the overall pattern for UGAS and DGAS, natural gas, so if we look at overall natural gas futures, natural gas is still very bullish, right? Showing signs of very strong upward pattern, very strong resistance right around kind of like this $3 price point. We talk about this. Watch any of my videos for this past week. I trade almost the same ETFs every single time. Yesterday, I covered Yesterday was a very slow day, a little bit over $200 profit. Today I was able to make over $1,000, right? $1,177. The day before I was able to make a little bit over $500, $575 if I'm not mistaken. Again, I made a video, I showed my profits live, and then the day before I made a little bit over $400, like 400 and like 72, I want to say, around there. So altogether, it's been, I think in the past 4 days, yesterday I was up about 1,200 for the 3 days. So now with this additional almost 1,200, I'm up almost to my weekly goal of about 2,500, right? So definitely staying on track. Yeah, so I do see that FRAC is starting to show signs of a reversal. But again, it was continuing to make lower lows. It's now starting to show signs of a reversal. My alert should have gone off. I thought I had one at 1420. But it's definitely something that I'll have to follow up with if I see value in it. But the SMA indicator might act as a resistance, so something to take into consideration. But altogether, what I wanted to share with you guys is I didn't want to play the guessing game, and this is something that I explained in the Learn Plan Profit live stream today. So that's for the group that gets to watch me trade live every single day. I didn't know, right? I'm not here to try to guesstimate which ETF of UGAS and DGAS is going to go up or down, right? So instead of waiting for one to go up and one to go down and hope that mine goes up, what I said was like, okay, well, based on previous patterns, this is something that you guys can go back week after week and say that, and analyze that once whichever one sells off, it has a very aggressive sell-off, it consolidates, and then it pushes right back up. It usually tends to recover. And that's a pattern that I've been able to identify. Also, understanding that UGAS is very bullish, it would make sense on why it would recover. So what I did was I waited for the sell-off. My initial entry was a little bit below $65, and then I added more to my position as it started to recover up. So I was averaging up as it was recovering. And then how did I know what to sell at around the SMA indicator? I didn't know 100%. Right? I wasn't 100% certain that that was the indicator where it was going to get rejected at, but it made sense to me on why to sell near to the SMA, because the SMA used to act as support just as of today, which might act as a resistance. And again, I am here to sell when I can label something as maybe of a better sell than a buy. Does that make sense? So I wouldn't label this to be a little bit more of a buy right now, just because again, it looks to be a little bit more on the overbought side. So again, I'm just trying to share my whole thought process on why it is that I bought the dip. I felt like that was a much more efficient way to try to still be able to capitalize on this natural gas report. But instead of trying to guess which one's going to go up, I just wait for the one to sell off, and then I buy the dip and I buy the recovery. So maybe I should stop investing in penny stocks. One of the biggest recommendations I can have is don't invest, and this is actually something that we talked about, so don't invest in patterns which you don't understand. With momentum trading, with very low cap stocks, huge forms of guessing games, and there's huge forms of manipulation. Any stock less than $1, not any stock, but a majority of stocks less than $1, so penny stocks, OTC stocks, can easily be manipulated by paid promotion. And this doesn't mean that it has to be huge companies. It just means that there has to be a strong group behind it to manipulate it. And that is why, as I started my Learn Plan Profit group, right, the people that I mentor and I work with every single day, I stopped focusing on penny stocks. It wasn't consistent. It wasn't very realistic. And it's much more difficult for people to understand when to sell this hype, when to sell this momentum, or when to know when to get in. So what I do now is I focus on patterns. And overall, you guys can ask any person within the Learn Plan Profit group. You guys, if we have TechBot Solutions, which is our free trading community, over 100,000 members. And you can ask, and you can post on the Facebook group, honest feedback for Learn Plan Profit. And I stand behind our service and product because I know that, again, it's not only just the structured video lesson library, but the ability to trade with us live every single day. And that's huge value, right? We've been killing it consistently. This is my 4th green day this week. And I plan to end it on a green note as well. Again, focusing on not over trading, focusing on understanding why I'm buying and why I'm selling. And that is what has led to my success. And not only just my success, but also those that are part of, Learn Plan Profit. You guys, and also TechBot Solutions. Like, I wish, maybe, I don't know, it's something that we'll have to test out, but maybe doing a live stream one day where even the Learn Plan Profit the TechBot Solution members can tune in live for one day. I think that would be something that would be pretty exciting. But let's go to the profit section today and then show all the different profits that have been posted as of today. Let's see. Oh, we can see as of this, so 196 Past week, 86%. Wow, that's huge. That's very aggressive. 5% today. I like it. $25 today. Okay. 1.9%, $139. I like it. $469. Again, on DGAS, being able to sell the peaks. We had a lot of people experience huge forms of success. So profit after my first month of trading, last 2 weeks have been mostly mistakes free. Thank you, Ricky and LPP. Wow, solid. I like that. Again, and just it's all about consistency. That's really what we try to focus on. Just it's not trading anything that I'm trading. That's not what this group is about. Nothing like that. It's focusing on understanding, and this is what I'm going to leave you guys with. So you guys saw my profits, right? So real quick, for those that did, I'm going to end it with this: $583 here, and then on FRAC, showing signs of an uptrend right now, $594.22 profit. So $1,177 profit and 22 cents. You guys have seen my profits for the past week. You guys have seen how we've been able to consistently grow our accounts. And the thing that I'm going to leave you with is just ask yourself this. I know some people do get lucky with investing in the stock market by trading these momentum stocks and these very low cap stocks that they, and I think anyone that has been in the market that has experienced one green day can vouch for this. So what I want to leave you with is, ask yourself, when you've made a successful trade, when it has been mainly with momentum trading or a low cap stock that just pushes up randomly, right? And you end up making money off of it, it's almost like it was just given to you, right? Because you don't understand what just happened, and all you understand is that you just made money and you got lucky and you're super pumped, right? But have you ever experienced this? The most rewarding part of trading, in my eyes, is when you identify a pattern, when you break it down, when you see value in it, when you plan it out, you provide this whole structure on how you're gonna be able to benefit, make a profit off of it. You set up this whole structure, you perform it, you take action, and it performs close to or near to what it is that you expected, and you make money off of it. That is earned. That is an understanding of what it is that you're doing. When you enter and you exit, and you know exactly what it is that you are doing. And that is something that I think everyone can vouch for. When you understand why you are successful in the market, not just because you got lucky. And that is what we're here to do. We're here to educate individuals on how to not be spoon-fed and hope for the best, but to understand their actions. And that's all I want to leave you guys with. If you want to do this for a long period of time, wouldn't it make sense to understand what it is that you're doing and not just hope that you get lucky? I can guarantee you this is not going to be a market where you're going to get lucky for a long period of time. And that is all I'm going to leave you with. So if you want to try to get lucky, I would encourage you to start simulation trading, paper trading with fake money, so you don't have to lose real money. That's why everyone always thinks that I'm paid by TD Ameritrade to promote the paper trading platform. TD Ameritrade, I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I use a broker because I like it, but other than that, I'm not affiliated. I've never been paid one penny from TD Ameritrade. But the reason that I'm so focused in sharing to start paper trading is because so many people want to try to sell you all these stocks, all these stock alerts, or all this hype behind these stocks while you invest real money. And that's just, I know it's going to end up being a loss. So I would much rather you experience that with no monetary, just regret, right? And that's what I'm here to do. I reach over 1 million people every 30 days. I have over 175,000 subscribers, and I have one of the largest trading private communities out there called TechBud Solutions. And I take it as my personal responsibility to make sure that I can guide some people to guide our people in the right direction. If you don't want to be a part of our Facebook group for TechBud Solutions, don't. That's not what it's all about. All I want you to ask yourself is be realistic with yourself. Ask yourself who you're surrounding yourself with, and see if they're actually there to assist you for your best interests. That's all. Does it provide and support sustainable and long-term source of income? And if it does, great, I wish you the best. And if it doesn't, then it might be something that you might want to reconsider. I just want you to continue doing your best at everything that you do and understand your actions. If you don't understand what you're doing, then it probably won't last for a very long period of time, or you're going to have to really aggressively get a better understanding of what it is that you're doing. So again, $1,000 a day, keeping it very consistent. It's not even about the $1,000 a day. Obviously, I'm taking $20,000 to $30,000 positions. And again, if you guys haven't watched my my video that I made of growing my account from $5,000 to $25,000 so you guys can do this, then feel free to watch that. But I've been sharing my whole experience, this whole process, and it's just because I want to show you guys that it is possible, but it does take time. You need to be very consistent, and you need to dedicate time to actually learn, right? You can do this with my YouTube videos. I can, guarantee you, it's just going to take a lot longer for you to go through all my videos and try to make sure that you understand every single piece. What the course does is completely brand new videos structured in a step-by-step video lesson library. And then you also get to join our private, group chat where you get to watch me trade live every day. For those that see value in it, great. The first link is provided for you down below. For those that don't see value in it, 100% understandable. We have our free Facebook group. It's the third link in the description, and we have over 100,000 members, and we would love to be a part of your success. So altogether, guys, let's keep it consistent. Let's focus on that quality, and one of the best positions that you can take is not taking one at all, especially if you don't understand why it is that you're taking action. So I wish you guys the best, and like always, guys, let's make sure that we're in the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.